The Zelensky family slept soundly, unaware of the inferno about to engulf their lives. The night was calm, the air still, and the only sounds were the gentle rustling of leaves and the occasional distant bark of a dog. Inside, the family was wrapped in the warmth of their dreams, oblivious to the impending disaster. It was 5:22 a.m. on February 10, 2025, the Monday routine still a blurry thought. The first light of dawn was just beginning to break over the suburban neighborhood, casting a soft glow on the quiet streets. Then, chaos erupted. A deafening boom tore through the peaceful morning, shaking the two-story house on Merganser Way, Bensalem, Pennsylvania. The explosion was so powerful that it rattled windows and sent shockwaves through the neighborhood, waking residents from their slumber. Flames, fueled by an unseen hand, rapidly devoured the home's facade, transforming a haven into a death trap. The fire spread with terrifying speed, consuming everything in its path and lighting up the early morning sky with a hellish glow. The 6 members of the Zelensky family awoke to a scene ripped from a nightmare. The acrid smell of smoke filled their lungs and the heat from the flames was unbearable. They could hear the crackling of burning wood and the roar of the fire as it consumed their home. Disoriented and struggling to breathe, they scrambled for safety. The thick smoke made it difficult to see, and the intense heat made every movement a struggle. They knew they had to get out, but the fire was spreading so quickly that it seemed to be everywhere at once. The fire, spreading at an alarming rate, had already blocked their escape through the front and back doors. The flames were relentless, cutting off their paths to safety and trapping them inside their own home. Panic, raw and unyielding, gripped their hearts. The family was caught in a desperate struggle for survival, their minds racing to find a way out of the inferno. The terror in their eyes was unmistakable as they faced the very real possibility of not making it out alive. Trapped on the second floor, the family faced an agonizing decision: jump from the windows or perish in the flames. One by one, they leaped into the darkness, their screams swallowed by the roar of the fire. Neighbors, awakened by the commotion, watched in horror as the family fought for their lives. The first responders arrived to find a scene of utter devastation. The house was an inferno, flames shooting high into the pre-dawn sky. 6 injured family members suffering from burns and injuries from their desperate leaps were rushed to the hospital. But amidst the chaos, a chilling realization dawned. 2 beloved family dogs, Trey and Jet, were missing. The fire, investigators soon confirmed, was no accident. The ferocity of the blaze, the speed at which it spread, pointed towards a deliberate act of malice arson. Someone had intentionally set fire to the Zelensky home, turning their world into a fiery nightmare. But who would commit such a heinous act? And why? Bensalem authorities, joined by the county fire marshal, launched a full-scale investigation. The community, shocked and outraged, demanded answers. As the smoke cleared, a trail of clues began to emerge, whispers of a jealous rage echoing through the investigation. The investigation zeroed in on a grainy surveillance video captured from a neighboring house. The footage, time-stamped at 5:01 a.m., showed a black sedan slowly cruising past the Zelensky residence. The car stopped a few houses down, and a shadowy figure emerged, disappearing into the darkness near the house. 15 excruciating minutes later, the figure reappeared, rushing back into the car. As the sedan sped away, smoke billowed from the Zelensky home, followed by a deafening explosion. The arsonist, it seemed, had left a trail of digital breadcrumbs, the car's license plate. ALPR, automatic license plate reader technology, quickly identified the vehicle as a 2021 black Volkswagen Passat, registered in Michigan. The hunt was on. The Volkswagen Passat's trail led investigators on a chilling journey over 700 miles away to Rockford, Michigan. This small town, known for its quiet streets and close-knit community, was about to be thrust into the spotlight of a major investigation. The car belonged to Brian Jones, a local resident. However, it was his son, 21-year-old Harrison Jones, who quickly became the prime suspect in this unfolding drama. Harrison was known around town as a quiet, somewhat reserved young man, but recent events had painted a different picture. Harrison, it turned out, was the ex-boyfriend of a young woman who had recently started an online relationship with a 21-year-old male resident of the burned house in Bensalem. This new relationship seemed to have ignited a firestorm of emotions in Harrison, leading him down a dark path. The pieces of the puzzle began to fall into place. investigators pieced together a timeline of events that suggested Harrison's jealousy had reached a boiling point. His actions were not just a spur-of-the-moment decision but appeared to be part of a premeditated plan. Harrison, consumed by jealousy and unable to accept the end of his relationship, had allegedly hatched a deadly plan. His anger and frustration had festered, turning into a dangerous obsession that led him to take drastic measures. He was supposed to drive his ex-girlfriend to meet the Ben Salem resident but fueled by rage drove alone instead. This solitary journey, shrouded in darkness and driven by a heart full of jealousy, marked the beginning of a tragic series of events that would forever change the lives of those involved. Armed with a search warrant, Kent County Sheriff's deputies descended upon Brian Jones's residence in Rockford. Inside Harrison Jones's bedroom, they found a virtual arsenal of incriminating evidence, lock-picking devices, a cell phone filled with threatening messages, and a computer containing searches for the Zelensky address and homemade incendiary devices. Harrison, apprehended at a nearby gas station, had what appeared to be burn marks on his arm. The evidence was overwhelming. Harrison Jones, driven by a dangerous cocktail of jealousy and rage, had allegedly traveled over 700 miles to commit a horrific crime. Now, he would face the consequences of his actions. As Harrison Jones sat in a Michigan jail cell awaiting extradition to Pennsylvania, the chilling details of his alleged crime shocked and horrified the nation. His motive, investigators revealed, appeared to be nothing short of a jealous rage. Unable to cope with his ex-girlfriend's newfound happiness, he had allegedly resorted to a terrifying act of vengeance, putting the lives of 6 innocent people in jeopardy. The Zelensky family, struggling to come to terms with the devastating loss of their home and beloved pets, expressed gratitude for their miraculous escape. They were alive, but their sense of security, their belief in the world's fundamental goodness, had been shattered. Section 8. Justice will be served. Harrison Jones was extradited to Pennsylvania to face a litany of charges. 6 counts of attempted criminal homicide, arson, risking a catastrophe, and related offenses hung over his head, a stark reminder of the terror he allegedly inflicted on the Zelensky family. The Bucks County District Attorney, Jennifer Shorn, vowed to seek justice for the victims, calling Harrison Jones's alleged actions a family's worst nightmare come true. The case sent shockwaves through the communities of Ben Salem and Rockford, a stark reminder that jealousy, left unchecked, can have devastating consequences. The 700 miles that separated the two towns became a chilling testament to the lengths to which obsession can drive a person. In the wake of the devastating fire, the community rallied around the Zelensky family. The fire had not only destroyed their home, but also taken away their sense of security and normalcy. Yet, amidst the ashes, a beacon of hope emerged as neighbors, friends, and even strangers came together to offer their support. A GoFundMe campaign, launched to help them rebuild their lives, quickly surpassed its goal, a testament to the outpouring of support from friends, neighbors, and strangers alike. The campaign became a symbol of the community's resilience and determination to help the Zelenskys rise from the tragedy. The Philadelphia Animal Welfare Society, or PAWS, started a fundraiser in honor of Trey and Jet, the 2 beloved dogs who perished in the fire. The loss of these loyal companions touched the hearts of many, and the fundraiser aimed to support other animals in need, ensuring that their memory lived on through acts of kindness. Their sacrifice serving as a stark reminder of the unconditional love and loyalty of animals. The community's efforts to honor Trey and Jet highlighted the deep bond between humans and their pets, and the lengths to which people would go to cherish and remember them. The Ben Salem house fire was a tragedy on many levels, affecting not just the Zelensky family, but the entire community. It was a story of love and loss, of jealousy and rage, and of the enduring power of community. The fire had left a scar, but it also ignited a flame of solidarity and compassion. A story of love and loss, of jealousy and rage, and the enduring power of community. The community's response was a testament to the strength of human connections and the willingness to stand together in the face of adversity, and the enduring power of community. As the Zelensky family began the long and arduous process of healing, they did so knowing they were not alone. The community's unwavering support provided them with the strength to move forward, one step at a time. As the Zelensky family began the long and arduous process of healing, they did so knowing they were not alone. The physical and emotional scars would take time to heal, but the love and support from their community acted as a balm, soothing their pain and giving them hope for the future. They did so knowing they were not alone. The community's embrace was a constant reminder that they were surrounded by people who cared deeply for them. Friends and family brought supplies, offered emotional support, and stood by their side through every challenge. They carried with them the love of their community, the memory of their faithful companions, and the hope that justice would prevail. The journey ahead was uncertain, but with the community's unwavering support, the Zelenskys found the courage to face each new day. The memory of their faithful companions, Trey and Jet, remained etched in their hearts. The makeshift memorials and tributes served as a poignant reminder of the love and loyalty these pets had shown, and the community's efforts to honor them brought a sense of solace, and the hope that justice would prevail. The Zelensky family, with the support of their community, held on to the belief that justice would be served, and that their story would inspire others to come together in times of need. The power of community, love, and resilience shone brightly, guiding them through the darkest of times.